You there? One second, love.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I keep putting you on hold by accident.
No problem.
The same button. I have a single green button on the stereo. It answers the phone and puts you in hold. Okay? And I'm trying to answer that and go down a bumpy road at the same time.
I got you.
So I'm double hitting it by accident. So what's up in your world?
Not much. On my first round.
Yeah. I'm out by what's called Scenic Point. It's one of my 2 KB sites. I'm almost done with it. Working my way back in downtown, so. You called me at a good time. I actually just, not 10 minutes ago, got off the phone with my sergeant. He was warning me that if I manage to get back into Red River, I may have a very pissed off person roaming around the property.
Oh.
So, the guy parked. Their parking lot is set up with one area of parking for residents, okay?
Right.
And the visitor parking, both of these are marked when I say this very well. Visitor parking, resident parking are marked, okay? Residents have to have an access pass. Visitors have to be parked in visitor or they get towed.